What is the Father's name? I just gave you proof. His name is not Yahweh. Is his name Yahweh? Absolutely not. Is his name Yahuwah? Absolutely not. Is his name Ahiah? Absolutely not. That is a declaration, remember. All right. Here's Yahweh, right? We got it in ancient Hebrew at the top and the Syriac block letters below. All right.
All you do is add an A to the end of each consonant. So there is no U sound, there is no O sound, and there is no E sound in the ancient Hebrew. All those sounds came into existence much later as the original sound ah evolved into other sounds throughout history. But again, we're dealing with the ancient Hebrew. The original sound was ah. So when you look at the name of the Most High, YHWH, all you have to do is place the letter A in between those letters and you will get Yahweh, Yahweh. That's the Most High's name in ancient Hebrew.
Hebrew is very consistent. Each word will usually follow this pattern. As you see on your screen, constant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant. All right. So here's some examples. Let's match it up here. We see Yeshua, right? We see consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. Then we see what? Consonant. And then we see, actually vowel, vowel. We see a diphthong there. Okay. So we see that goes against the actual structure of the consonant, vowel, consonant structure. All right. Let's see another word. We see Yahweh. All right. And we see the same thing here, right? We see consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant. All right. And then we see Yahuwah. We see consonant, vowel, vowel, consonant. And as you see, it does not line up with the what? The formula here, the constructs of a Hebrew word. We see what? The ruach. All right. We see consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant. Okay. So let's delve into. So this is classic Hebrew, just some Hebrew 101 for you guys. Let me give you a source here, so some watching will not accuse me of falsely or incorrectly using sources. So let me use this source here. Let me give you some clarity here, additional sources to show exactly the consonant vowel structure in Hebrew. A simple syllable starts with a consonant followed by a vowel. If this is followed by a consonant which has a silent shavah underneath it, the second consonant closes the syllable. And we have a closed syllable, and you see here consonant, vowel, consonant. Otherwise, the syllable is considered as open, ending with the vowel, with either a vowel or a silent consonant. And you still see what? The consonant vowel. A component syllable, a compound syllable. I'm messing up now. Guess my voice getting dry. A compound syllable starts with a consonant followed by a half vowel. But guess what? It's still a vowel. A sound shavah or hataf, followed by a second consonant, followed by a vowel. If this is followed by a consonant with a shavah, we have a closed compound syllable, but you still see this consonant, vowel, consonant structure. All translations from Judaism and Christianity use the Lord for the Hebrew name of God, right? And you see the tetragrammaton there, the YHWH or Yahweh, right? The original pronunciation of the name can never be determined with complete accuracy. You see the disclaimer there? The original pronunciation of the name can never be determined with complete accuracy. But let me show you how deceptive this phrase, his comment is. He says, but in Hebraic thought, it is the meaning of the name that is more important than its pronunciation. See how they try to downplay it? It don't get caught up in the actual pronunciation, right? But it's it's understanding the meaning is more important. But then he goes on to say and contradicting himself. The Hebrew, right? YHWH is the verb. Yahweh is a verb, right? Hawa meaning to exist. Hawa meaning what? To exist. With the prefix Y, right? Which is Yah, meaning he, right? Actually, you see he or hey, right? Actually means revealed. We just talked about that. But nevertheless, it says, therefore, the word Yahweh means he exists. He just gave you the name of the Most High because we could prove the short form of Yah's name is what? Yah, right? Yahweh's name is Yah. And Hawa means what? To exist. So when you say Yahweh, you're saying what? He exists. All right. He gave you the actual meaning. He gave you the actual true pronunciation, but he's saying that it's not, we don't know it, basically.
Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am, have sent me unto you. Now in the Hebrew, I am is translated as Ahaya, Ashar, Ahaya. Yes, but that's not his name. He's just saying, you can't describe me with words. I am that I am. I'm beyond explanation. He's telling Moses that there are no combination of words that fully explain who he is. He just is. He exists. So verse 14 is dealing with trying to describe the Most High. You can't stop at this verse because the conversation is not over. The next verse is where he actually gives Moses his name. Watch this. Verse 15. And God said moreover unto Moses. Now what does moreover mean? It means he continued to talk to Moses and then he said this. Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel. Meaning, what I'm about to say to you now is what I want you to say to the children of Israel. It says, the Lord God of your fathers. Stop. Let's look at this in the Hebrew. Here it is. Notice where the word Lord is in the English. The Hebrew says Yahweh. It doesn't say Ahaya. It says Yahweh. Yahweh, God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob have sent me unto you. Now, he clearly just said that his name was Yahweh. Let's see what he said next. It says, this is my name forever. What name is he talking about? Yahweh. He didn't say that about Ahaya. He said Yahweh. This is my name forever. It says, and this is my memorial unto all generations. Earlier, I said the Most High's name is Yahweh. However, there are many names being used today among Israelites. Two of the more popular names are Yahuwah and Ahaya. Those are the names that I get asked about the most. So let's deal with Yahuwah first. Now the name Yahuwah is really close to Yahweh. The only real difference is that Yahuwah has the U sound in it. The problem with that is, as we saw earlier, there is no U sound in ancient Hebrew. The U sound can only be produced through the Masoretic vowel point system or the Matrice Lectionis vowel letter system. Neither one of those systems are used in the ancient manuscripts. So let's take a closer look at the name Yahuwah. So on the screen, this is the name of the Most High. It's found in the Bible about 7,000 times. Now, when I look at this name without any vowel points, just the plain letters, I see the ancient name Yahweh. Yahweh. So the question is, how are other Israelites looking at the same name and getting Yahuwah? Well, the problem is this letter right here. This is the Wa. Now
These two consonants here. To the left of your screen, that is the Wa from the ancient perspective. And then to the right, you see what? The Wa from, or and many will say Va, and we'll deal with that in a second here. But this is the Syriac letters, right? But nevertheless, right, this is the one on the left makes just the Wa sound. All right. The one on the right can make multiple sounds, but starting with the U and the O, right? So if that dot, as you see that popped up in the middle, that is called the shuruk, right? And it makes the U sound. Okay. And then at the top, as you see that just popped on your screen, that is what they call the colon va, right? And that makes the O sound. And for those that are students of Hebrew, right, you will understand, and you already know that colon, right, the colon va, right, in the Masoretic points actually made an ah sound, not a o sound. There were no o sounds in ancient Hebrew, and I could further prove the other sounds as well, but there were no o sounds. So those that may be laughing at someone saying shalom, I can tell you for sure that back in the antiquities, they were not saying shalom, right? That colon va again it makes the o sound, but in the Masoretic points, originally it had what? The ah sound to that. Okay. It was just an ah sound. The ancient Hebrew was unambiguous. And I'm going to prove this with, for example, Ge'ez, even though I refer to it as Ga'az. Let's deal with it. Before the 4th century, Ge'ez had not made use of vowels, but the usage of vowels was incorporated into Ge'ez when the Ashkemites converted to Christianity, which occurred sometime in the 4th century. Pankhurst suggests that the reason that the alphabet was modified at the time could have been due to the wish to make what? To make biblical texts more intelligible to the newly literate, right? Modify the language. So when you understand Ge'ez, right, it evolved from the Sabine or Saba'an. Now notice here, I'm just going to read some of here, right? To the left here, that is what? The Sabine language. To the right on your screen is Ge'ez, right? But I'm going to read to you and tell me what you think. Starting with the top line. A, ba, ga, da, za, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, sa, sa, ka, ra, wa, za, ha, na, sa, ta, fa. Now, what does that sound to you? What does that sound to you? All right. As you see, all right. What does it say? What does it say? I'm proving, right? So again, it's always been a wa sound. It's not a va sound. It's not a double U. Okay. So ancient Hebrew, Arabic, Amharic, right? Syriac, and Mandanian, all right, or Mandaean are Semitic languages. And guess what? They all use the wa sound. All these languages still preserve the wa and do not use a va, except modern or Israeli language. I put Hebrew, but I got to correct that. But Israeli language, which appears to have adopted it from the Germanic languages. Okay, so we just shut down using that whole va sound. Okay,
so let's just go over this chart. We'll start with the A class vowels. The long vowel is cholam vav, and you'll recall that this says O as in snow. Now you might wonder why an O vowel is in the A class, and This is because of historical considerations. Originally, there was no O sound in Hebrew.